I'm sorry. There used to be a chain restaurant that was in Seattle and Honolulu. It's called Mama's Mexican.
So,
Oh, really? That's the one on School Street.
We are live now. I apologize for the quality, the video quality, but the audio quality is going to be optimal.
I don't know, you have a couple sound engineers watching.
Okay, so
sure. All right. This is Bonnie and Andy. Bonnie is the co-founder or founder? All right. You have to let me know if it looks okay. So
we're good.
just let me know if you want less camera and I can move it. Well, there we go. All right. We're ready. Are you guys?
We're gonna start.
So did you just want to start with the tour?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to lead the tour? Or you want me to? Go
I can hold it.
ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Since you asked. Yeah. I shouldn't have asked. All right. So this is the main area of our shelter. We'll get to some of the other parts for those that aren't here, but the main area is where we have adoptable cats. They're in cages here because of a couple different reasons. One is maybe they're very new to this shelter. We like to keep them at least a week or two out in this area just in case they break with a cold or something before we move them to the community rooms or free roaming areas. But also, another reason why they might be here is because A, they don't like other cats, and so they can't go into a free roaming room, or B, they're on special diets, so they can't eat what everyone else is eating. So that's primarily why we have cats in cages. We're really low on cats right now, which is a good thing to have, or a good problem to have. And we keep all of our cats' information on these whiteboards and a little bit of a bio about them here as well, so that potential adopters can see where we got them, what their backstory was, and if they're on any medication, special diet, anything like that, they need to be aware of. All right. So normally the shelter holds about, we have 65 to 70 cats in the shelter. I think we've probably got 25 right now, so we're super low. But normally we would have, 65 to 70 cats here. Yes.
I have a question. If anybody would be interested in doing one of these cage sponsorships, how would they do that?
Yeah. So cage sponsorships, we have just a little form. It's $250 to sponsor a cage. We make a little plaque. We also have suites, which we'll show on the tour. And we do have sponsorship for our free roaming rooms as well. And those we typically do at our auction. We auction off sponsorship for those rooms.
So if anybody was interested in that, maybe they could get in touch with Christine.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right. Say hi, Bonnie.
Yeah, Perfect Pals is having a shortage too.
Yeah, is that right? That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Like to be put out of business.
In case anybody hadn't noticed, I just wanted to shine a light on a little boy that's sleeping right now. His name is Possum. He's leukemia positive. And so we're an organization that saves them all. We just believe that there's room, there's hope, and there's no reason why he shouldn't have the same wonderful life as someone who is negative to those terrible cat viruses. And he's awesome, by the way. He's crazy when he's awake.
He's available for adoption for sure. Yeah. We got him from a shelter in Eastern Washington, and he was only about 8 weeks old. He was half the size that he should have been. His eyes were crusted shut. We couldn't see his beautiful blue eyes. We couldn't tell what color he was going to be. He was dirt brown and so skinny he had ringworm all over him. And so he was mostly bald. And he came as a bonus with some other cats that we took in. It's like, oh, by the way, here's a kitten. So he had to unfortunately go in ISO for a while, get treatment for his ringworm, and he just started to blossom. So unfortunately, FELV positive as well.
Blossom despite what you were doing.
That's right. I know, right?
So
he's super young and super healthy now, other than his FELV status. Oops.
Okay. So he can only go either by himself or with other FELV
That's
cats. can't he?
correct. Yeah. So it
Like
kind of limits
kitties.
our opportunities.
We're trying, Tracy. Somebody will love me.
So if anybody who doesn't have any other cats or has other FELV positive cats.
Oh.
Bonnie's flirting. Okay, so I guess we can go to the more uninteresting parts of the shelter. So this is our volunteer area where we keep all of our food. So here at the shelter, most all of the food, well, the main shelter diet food is donated a lot, but we have a lot of cats on special diets and prescription diets, and so we purchase all of those diets ourselves, and those are packed in the shelves here. Lots of special diets. We have a whole nother storage room that's full as well of other food, but suffices to say we go through a lot.
Getting that.
And Batani's second feeding is in the fridge, evidently. So one of our kitties here gets feedings at off times. He gets fed throughout the day. And so this is to the next person is going to feed Batani. His food is in the fridge. So this is our treatment area. And in the treatment room, we do vaccines. We put together food, we put together medications for all of the cats. We do minor medical things, vaccines and things of that nature. We don't have a veterinarian on staff. We have volunteer vets that come in 3 times a week. It's a different vet. So we have 2 vets that come at the beginning of the week and another vet that comes at the end of the week to see the different shelter cats, but also to see some of the foster cats, those that are in care. Like I have a number of long-term fosters or lifetime fosters / hospice kitties, and so I'll bring them in for their appointments with our volunteer vets. We have specialists that come into the shelter, and we would see them here, and those are cardiologists, those that do ultrasounds. They'll come in, and like Bonnie, one of the kitties out there, she just had her ultrasound day before yesterday, and so we have folks that come in and do those procedures here for us. All of our spays and neuters go out to different organizations to have those done, since we don't have a vet on staff. Also in here we have 3 cages. This used to be our intake for the whole shelter, and so we'd have these 3 cages, and then we'd also have to put kitties out on the floor that we hadn't even intaken yet. But kitties in here now, these guys are being monitored for different health concerns, or they're recovering. So the kitty that's in the middle cage that everybody is that's Gracie, and she's a gorgeous ragdoll mix. She's very young. She's about a year old, and just with a mouth and Isolation room, back here, and I think we have no one in there. Can you, let's
Okay, good.
confirm. Yeah. Nobody. Oh, we have towel.
Sorry for the downtime, guys. Oh, there we go. We're back. Really choppy.
That's back here, and then we have two office kitties. So, Sweet Pea is our semi-permanent office kitty. Say hi. So, darling. She's adorable. Very pretty. Come on, Yappy. So, Sweet Pea was hit by a car. Sweet Pea. She was brought to us very, very sick, almost dead. She had pyometra. She had had some kittens, and everything got all infected and so forth from there. And she had been hit by a car or had some sort of trauma to her hind end, so she's now incontinent. So Squeaky has her